from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, July 12th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A little after 3 o'clock this afternoon, an unknown male sent Hazleton police along with other law enforcement officers on a chase through the city. Police attempted to stop a red four-door Cadillac when it sped off. Police converged on the vehicle in the area of 9th and Laurel Streets. Police from Hazleton, West Hazleton, and Butler Township were there. The car was towed from the scene by Paul's Towing. Police have not released any information on this incident. No names have been provided to the media as of yet, and police are still investigating. Hazleton police have been busy this week with multiple shootings, and this morning they made a drug arrest. WYLN's Abby Piskel has the details.
This morning, Hazleton police arrested 19-year-old Richardson Calderon around 6 o'clock this morning, who is facing a list of charges.
Today, in the early morning hours, we mustered up about 5 o'clock this morning, and at 6, we executed a raid and search warrant at 585 Arthur Street, and we arrested Richardson Calderon, who is 19 years of age, from that location. We had the department's special operation group, we had the city narcotics detectives, and the patrol division.
City police made multiple undercover heroin buys near his home around 4th and Arthur Streets.
The narcotics unit began an investigation into the sale of illegal narcotics, specifically heroin, from 585 Arthur Street in Hazleton. During the investigation, several controlled buys of heroin in the form of 50-bag purchases were made from the residents.
Police seized a list of items including a Smith & Wesson 380 caliber pistol, a Remington 12-gauge semi-automatic shotgun and ammunition, several bundles of heroin, and about $2,700 and other drug paraphernalia. Police believe the pistol is to be stolen and are still checking on the status of the shotgun. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziale wants everyone to know that the police will continue to find anyone who is involved with illegal drugs or crime.
The men and women of the department will continue to tirelessly pursue and increase their efforts in arresting anyone involved in illegal drugs and violent crime in this city. And that's our message.
In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Thank you, Abby. Hazleton police have made an arrest in the shooting at the Beach Street Playground Sunday night. 19-year-old Eric Sanchez has been charged with aggravated assault. He's still on the run. Police are looking for him now. City police say around 7:20 Sunday night they got a call about a gunshot victim at the Beach Street Playground. When they got there, they found a 21-year-old male who'd been shot in the buttocks. The victim identified the assailant as Sanchez, who fled the scene with 2 other males through the woods. The victim was taken to the hospital by a private vehicle. Anyone with information on Sanchez's whereabouts is asked to call the Hazleton Police Department at 570-459-4940. Yet again, shots fired in Hazleton around 6:45 last night near 7th and Roosevelt Streets on the northwest side. A family of 5 witnessed a shooter who then fired shots at the back end of the pickup they were driving. They described the assailant as a tall Hispanic male with a ponytail and a backpack, reported accompanied by a Hispanic female. The incident is still under investigation. By the way, police also say 2 reported shots were fired over the weekend at 8th and Locust and 9th and James Street turned out to be unfounded and were likely the sounds of firecrackers, not gunshots. A fatal accident in St. Clair this morning resulted in the death of 2 individuals. The crash happened around 8:30 this morning near the intersection of Route 61 and West Russell Street. Multiple injuries were reported. The Schuylkill County Coroner's Office identified the victims as 87-year-old John Yanchulis and his wife, 82-year-old Jean. John was pronounced dead at the scene and Jean passed away later in the hospital. No other injuries were reported in this morning's accident. St. Clair firefighters and police and Schuylkill EMS assisted at the scene. A rollover happened on Interstate 81 this morning near mile marker 144 just south of the West Hazleton exit. The vehicle reportedly rolled over 3 times and landed in the median with a woman trapped inside. Emergency crews cut a door off to get her out. She was then rushed to the Harwood ball field, from which she was flown to a trauma center. There were reportedly 3 other people in the vehicle with her who didn't appear seriously injured. The spending half of the 16-17 budget became law at midnight without Governor Wolf's signature, but there's still no agreement on the revenue side. The budget spends about $31.5 billion, but there's still a $1.5 billion shortfall in the revenue. Credit ratings agency Standard & Poor's is already warning that a downgrade is increasingly likely. 20 House Republicans are warning Wolf that it's illegal to allow a spending bill that lacks the money to fund it. There have been calls for wider gambling and new tobacco taxes, but neither has come up for a full vote yet. Former Congressman Tim Holden was sworn in for a full term as head of the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board. The ceremony took place at the Schuylkill County Courthouse in Pottsville. Governor Wolf named Holden chairman on February 17th of 2015 to replace P.J. Stapleton, who resigned his seat. The Senate confirmed Holden for the 4-year term June 29th. The LCB is undergoing changes in light of legislation passed a couple of months ago, which includes Sunday hours and the like. The 74-year-old Democrat presidential nominee Bernie Sanders has formally declared an end to his race for presidency by endorsing rival Hillary Clinton in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Sanders has pledged to support Clinton through Election Day and says he intends to do everything he can to make certain that she will be the next president of the United States. This announcement comes less than 2 weeks ahead of the Democratic National Convention. Even though he has endorsed Clinton, he reminded Clinton that those at his rally that millions of Americans have rejected her and thanked the 13 million Americans who voted for him during the Democratic primaries in 22 states. The Reverend Joseph Grumbacki, pastor of Assumption BVM Church in Slatington, Pennsylvania, died on Monday, July 11th at the age of 72. Born in Coaldale, the Father Grumbacki was ordained to the priesthood on March 27th of 1971. Father Grumbacki's first pastoral assignment was at the former St. Cunegunda Church in McAdoo. Since Father Grumbacki was named pastor of Assumption BVM Church, where he served as pastor until his death, the Mass of Christian burial will be celebrated at Assumption BVM in Slatington on Friday, July 15th at 11 a.m. His Excellency, the Most Reverend John Barris, Bishop of the Allentown Diocese, will conduct the funeral Mass. Calling hours will be held this Thursday, July 14th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and before Mass on Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tomorrow here on WYLN News, we'll hear from Monsignor William Baker from All Saints Parish, who is the pastor at All Saints Parish in McAdoo, the former St. Cunegunda Church, where Pastor Grumbacki once served. Time now for our first look at our forecast. Another hot and humid day here in northeastern Pennsylvania, but I hear there may soon be rain in our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Yeah, that's right. Some showers and thunderstorms will come into play as we progress through the rest of this week, but we got the heat and humidity to contend with at least over the next couple of days before a little bit of a cool down. And at the same time, with the summertime heat, we have to deal with some of those showers and thunderstorms. I'll break out the 7-day forecast and tell you just how warm it's going to get coming up in a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on a closed bridge in Butler Township. Our Aaron Harvey has the details from officials. Plus, a new business opened its doors in Drums. All that and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Townley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk.
At Booty's Place, they're known for delicious homemade food at affordable prices. And now there's so much more, like an elevator for easy upstairs access and refurbished interior with an outdoor patio coming soon. To keep their food second to none, Chef Bobby is back. They're making their own fresh pasta, have a new state-of-the-art kitchen, and an updated menu. There are still old favorites like Grandma's Pizza, plus new dishes, all with fresh ingredients. Booty's Place, still simply the best.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
There is hope that a bridge in Butler Township will be open this weekend. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
If you live in Butler Township, you may have noticed road closures near the Sam's Road Bridge. The main road around the bridge has been closed since July 5th. The bridge should be open again this weekend. Butler Township Manager Marianne Petrilla says the bridge has collapsed due to past flooding from hurricanes.
Sam's Road is a small tributary road. It goes across the Balliet Farm, and for years now, most recently Hurricane Lee and Irene, the flooding has flooded out the farms, the bridge has collapsed, and working with the county, Luzerne County, we've come into an intermunicipal agreement. The county is replacing the bridge. They're paying for the culvert that is going in place of the bridge, and the township then is doing the work around the bridge once it's put in place.
Even though the bridge has cost the township a lot of money, the finished product will be worth it.
One of the things that came up when we were planning was that the sewer line was a little too close to where the new bridge is going to go, so the township had to bid out moving the sewer line. That was a huge project. That was about a $60,000 project, and now the bridge is going in, and it's going to be great. It's going to alleviate a lot of flooding. It's going to open up some grant dollars for agricultural activity down there, so we're real excited about it, and it should take about another week, and the road will be open again.
In Butler Township, for WILN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. The State House passed a bill to extend the sunset on red light cameras another decade to 2017. It passed a 146-43 vote and now heads to Governor Tom Wolf for his signature. He hasn't said whether he'll sign it or veto it. Only 3 regional state representatives voted against it: Aaron Coffer, Karen Boback, and Jerry Mullery. Eddie Day Pashinsky didn't vote. All other local voted for it. While the bill does extend RLCs, it doesn't extend the portions of the Commonwealth in which they can be used. They're still regulated mainly to Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and their suburbs. Red light cameras immediately hand out $100 fines to anyone going through a cameraed red light. Critics argue they are subject to manipulation. Yellow light times are far too short, and that challenging a ticket from one in court is far too complicated, often requiring a subpoena for information. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a look at a new business opening up in the Drums area. Our Abby Piskel will have those tasty details for you coming up. Stay tuned.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is crab leg night, Thursday is their award-winning rib night, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now, helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Stop by Thomas Farm, 556 St. John's Road in Drums for flowers and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, and in-season fresh vegetable. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6. Stop by and visit them every Thursday night in the Freeland Park.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet Vinny, a great guy with a great job, A great family who had a back injury set him back not once, but twice. This time he saw Dr. John, and he is feeling so much better. His story, coming up this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Well, we've got the heat and humidity that has come back into play across northeastern Pennsylvania, and it's going to stick around in the next couple of days. In fact, we're going to have to increase those temperatures a bit over the next couple of days as well. And yeah, I don't even know if the crows are liking this humidity as they're doing their thing in the background. But you know what? It's a great day today, though, to be outdoors. If you like the heat and humidity, it wasn't excessively hot, but like I said, those temperatures are going to go up, and we continue to see the sunshine mixed with a few clouds here and there. On to the graphic for the day, and you'll be able to see for yourself that right now we're sitting in at 80 degrees, dew point number coming in at 60. So when we start to approach the 60 mark, when it comes to those dew points, you start to feel some of that humidity in the air, and those numbers are actually going to go up over the next couple of days. Temperature-wise, how we fared out? 81 and an early morning low of 60. Only a wind gust of about 14 miles per hour. Throughout the state of Pennsylvania, 88 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, as well as Williamsport, 87 in Selinsgrove, 78 in Mount Pocono, 87 in Allentown, 84 in State College, 88 degrees in Pittsburgh. And like I said, those winds really not much of a factor across our area. A little bit of a breeze from time to time, kind of gives you a little bit of a relief from some of that warmth and humidity, but not a whole heck of a lot. And with the return of the humidity and heat, we got some showers and thunderstorms to talk about. Talk about those on a 7-day extended forecast over the next several days. Pretty much any one of those days across the board, you can see a shower or thunderstorm. Keep the umbrella handy if the skies look threatening and you happen to be outdoors. Keep that umbrella handy, because we're going to have to deal with a shower or thunderstorm any one of those days for the most part. Probably not Friday, probably not on Sunday, or Tuesday, but the rest of the days there's a good shot of seeing maybe one or so. Notice those temperatures: 83 for tomorrow, 83 as we go into our Thursday, 82 for Friday. Then it gets a little bit cooler going into the weekend, but still pleasant, pretty nice. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees going into next week. Temperatures back up into the 80s. Many areas will be in the mid to upper 80s. And there you can see those overnight lows for the most part dropping down in the mid to upper 50s and lower 60s. Stick around. We'll continue to have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN has strong ties to the community and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazleton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants to Spare Hill climb. And throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held today at the G Plus Deli in Drums to mark its new opening. The deli opened previously on Memorial Day weekend, but kept it quiet because they wanted to add some more items to their services. The grand opening was this past weekend with booming success thus far. After opening Groceries Plus in Hazleton, owner Gary Lagana wanted to open something small.
Well, we used to own Groceries Plus in Hazleton, and we were in business for 25 years, and we sold everything last year. And after about a year of retirement, I decided to get back into something a little smaller and something that more manageable, easier to manage, and so here I am.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce attended the ribbon-cutting ceremony this morning and is excited to have the deli as part of the chamber team.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce is down here today at G Plus Deli down in beautiful Drums in Butler Township to do the ribbon cutting for the deli. And again, you know, the chamber is the Greater Hazleton Chamber. It's a great new business to have down here to service all the folks down on this side of the valley with their needs. And it's a beautiful hot summer day, and with their Italian ices and their ice cream, we welcome you to come on down, and we're glad to have them as part of the chamber team.
Owners of G Plus Deli wanted to bring something to the Drums area that wasn't already there, such as a deli and soft-served ice cream.
I thought this was a great location. There is no place like this. There's no deli down here in Drums, and I thought this would be a good place for it. We added soft ice cream because there is no soft ice cream in this area. And the deli with the Dietz and Watson meats and our subs, we thought would be a great idea. And so far, that's been working out.
The hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Sundays from 12 to 6 p.m. For more information, you can visit their page on Facebook. Coming up next, Mike Gilbert is in for Eric DeBaradinas with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Stop by Thomas Farm, 556 St. John's Road in Drums for flowers and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, and in-season fresh vegetable. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6. Stop by and visit them every Thursday night in the Freeland Park.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is crab leg night, Thursday is their award-winning rib night, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend.
It's the slowest calendar week of the year for professional sports. I'll do my best. But at least around here, plenty of sports going on, including Marian Catholic's annual football camp. Let's take you there.
Go! Next two.
Constantly got to learn and continue to improve no matter how long you're coaching because the game is changing.
Even a 40-year high school football coaching veteran takes time to make the proper adjustments. Stan DeCoste applies the same attitude during his annual summer camp, where he, along with the coaching staff and some of the senior players, pass on some lessons and football technique to the campers.
We cover all fundamentals. We don't peg players. Everybody talks about throwing the ball, kicking the ball, receiving the ball. You could be a fullback as a third grader and a guard as a 10th grader or vice versa. So we try to expose the entire game to them and show them football is fun. It's a great game.
The seniors each year get to be the counselors of the camp, and they have a whole other level of respect for their head coach.
Well, he's been through it all, basically. He's really experienced. He knows how to handle all sorts of situations, so it just gives us an advantage on the field.
The history of success DeCoste has instilled in the program helps attract some of the school's future talent to take part in the camp.
Every year, everybody wants to get better, and when they find out about the camp, they say, oh, well, Marian football in high school has success. Maybe we'll learn a little something at their camp.
The rising seniors also benefit from talking shop with some of the local kids at the camp.
Put them in teaching positions, so now they're actually talking about the things we talk about in our practice or workouts, and it's great to see the relationship develop.
The players remember that they were once helped by the players from a few years ago.
Just because we were in their shoes at one point, so we know how they feel. We're easy to relate to them and help them out learning the game.
Reporting from Tamaqua for WYLN Sports, I'm Mike Gilbert.
More watch lists released today, and linebacker U in good hands. Linebackers Jason Kabinda and Naeem Wortman-White both landed on the Butkus Award watch list for the top nation collegiate linebacker. So the team looks to be in pretty good shape, but the Penn State football PR staff needs a raise and a week off. More Joe Paterno news coming out today, as 2 victims' testimony stated Joe Pa knew of Jerry Sandusky's sexual abuse as far back as 1976. In addition, former Tampa Bay Bucks and Rutgers head man Greg Schiano supposedly was aware of the abuse as well, but said in a statement today he never saw or suspected abuse during his time in State College. Sandusky currently serving out his 30 to 60-year sentence. Rory McIlroy, being a little chatty today, decided he wanted to discuss the upcoming Olympics as well as drug testing on the PGA Tour at his British Open press conference. McIlroy said if he wanted to, he could use human growth hormone and the PGA would never find out. The 4-time major champion called for stricter testing, and as for the Olympics, well, he said this.
You know, I didn't get into golf to try and grow the game. I tried to get into golf to win championships and win major championships, and all of a sudden you get to this point and there's a responsibility on you to grow the game. And I get that, but at the same time, you know, that's not the reason that I got into golf. I'll probably watch the Olympics, but I'm not sure golf will be one of the events I'll watch.
Which events will you watch in that case?
Probably the events that track and field, swimming, diving, the stuff that matters.
I don't know what grudge McIlroy has against golf being in the Olympics, but maybe he should be focused on getting a win. The Irishman hasn't won an event on the PGA Tour, at least, this season. That'll do it for me. Coming up next, Joe Garbaczyk with a final look at the forecast.
At Booty's Place, they're known for delicious homemade food at affordable prices. And now there's so much more, like an elevator for easy upstairs access and refurbished interior with an outdoor patio coming soon. To keep their food second to none, Chef Bobby is back. They're making their own fresh pasta, have a new state-of-the-art kitchen, and an updated menu. There are still old favorites like Grandma's Pizza, plus new dishes, all with fresh ingredients. Booty's Place, still simply the best.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
I'm Ann Gownley, News Director at WYLN, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
Well, we keep the humidity and the heat over the next couple of days. In fact, the humidity levels will gradually be on the increase the next couple of days, starting with tomorrow for our Wednesday. And again, each and every one of these days that you see on the screen, we can be looking at the chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Temperatures getting up into the 80s. Many areas will be in the mid to upper 80s. And then as you go into this upcoming weekend, well, a little bit of a relief. Gets a little bit cooler. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Those overnight lows, it's going to be a little bit sticky out there, a little bit muggy, with temperatures generally dropping down into the mid to upper 50s to lower 60s. But overall, no washouts in store for our area at all. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, and after that thunderstorm, it gets even more humid, I feel, and it's just...
Yeah,
the air gets a little thicker after that, although it feels...
You get that juicy air mass, if you will.
Not a fan of this humidity whatsoever.
No?
Nope.
No? Don't you have it in New York?
Yeah.
I mean...
I like the dry.
Oh, okay. Well, We'll send you to Vegas.
Okay.
All right.
Arizona maybe?
Arizona? All right. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. But those 52-degree temperatures will be nice at night, just to cool down from the whole day. It's overnight.
Not bad. We'll take it.
All right. I know you want heat all year long. I'm going to send you with him.
Joe, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go now. We're on a plane.
Well, we're going. Good night.